Happy Halloween. Good Thursday morning. I'm meteorologist Ted Schmidt. Here is a look at Lake Pepin and the shoreline of Lake Pepin is still looking very fall-like, some foliage there, and in typical late fall, late October fashion, we're dealing with another gloomy gray day as we look live here just before 8:30 on this Halloween morning. Happy Halloween, happy Thursday. Our studio has been infiltrated by aliens. We're taking over. We've brought with us some very cold weather from another planet. No, it feels like we're from another planet. Our weather has been not so decent recently. It's been about 10 days, 11 days since we've had a day where the temperature reached what we consider the seasonal average. And we've been cold for quite some time. We're getting used to this really cold stuff. Weather that's more reminiscent of late November than the end of October. I mean, we're talking instead of low 50s for high temperatures this time of the year where we would typically find ourselves. It's been in the 30s and barely getting into the 40s. Yesterday we had a high temperature, get this, 32. Clouds did not help much. Today, clouds are holding on to start the day, but I am hopeful and I'm fairly confident that we'll break out of the clouds here later this morning and have at least some decent sunshine. It'll be nice to look at. It won't be as murky as Wednesday was, but it is not going to be much warmer. Sunshine will help us get above freezing, but not by much. We're looking at mid and upper 30s across the area. Here's a look from Rochester, looking southward with our Gwaltney Group camera from Grand Rounds on 3rd Street Southwest along South Broadway. And yeah, pretty peaceful morning. You know, we had clear skies through really the overnight hours. The clouds didn't come in until about 5 o'clock this morning. But before that, with clear skies, light winds, and this area of high pressure trying to nudge its way in, that really set the stage for a cold morning. We started out with the coldest temperature of the season so far here in Rochester, 20 degrees, the official morning low. We're at 24 right now. It's 24 in Mason City, Winona 30, and 27 in Decorah here this morning, approaching 8:30. 24, the temperature in Rochester. Look at those brisk winds. It's not a strong breeze, but when you have temperatures below freezing, you get anywhere beyond 10 miles per hour, close to 15, maybe 16 miles per hour. That wind chill, really noticeable. Feels like 12 right now. These are the coldest wind chill levels we've had so far this season. I wish I had better news for you, but it does not look like our weather is going to get a whole lot better. 12, the wind chill in Rochester right now. 17 in Albert Lee, 11 in Mason City, 13 in Osage. Day planner, we are looking at clouds, then some sunshine. And if we're lucky, the sun will inspire the Frankenstein monster or some zombies to come outside and do a little dance for us. Grateful that we can enjoy at least some sunshine for this final day of October, even if it's not particularly warm sunshine. Sunset, incidentally, 6:02 for this Halloween. Between now and then, we'll have a variety of conditions. Clouds, if you see some flurries in northeast Iowa, that is now moving out of the area. But clouds wrapping around that from the north, Twin Cities in the clouds, as is Duluth. Now, eventually, all this will break up from northwest to southeast, and we'll have some midday and afternoon sunshine as high pressure comes in. Looking at high-res futurecast, there go the flurries from Iowa. Parts of southern Wisconsin, Illinois, and southeast Iowa have had 2 inches, expected to get maybe another ½ inch to an inch of snow out of that storm system through the course of today. We had a glancing blow from that. We're getting some clouds, but eventually some cold sunshine today. Rain and snow with another system from the northwest tomorrow, maybe just a little dusting in some of the grassy areas, maybe on the rooftop again. And then the weekend itself looks drier, but still chilly. I mean, at best, we're talking maybe 40s, and that'll be likely Sunday. We're talking about, what, 3 days away from even getting that warm. Boy, it's definitely chilly for this time of the year. 24 in Rochester, looking west. It could be worse, and it is. It's 14 right now in Rapid City, 18 in Sioux Falls. Valentine, Nebraska this morning briefly in one of our maps got down to 9. In North Platte, you see there right now, it's 6 degrees. So central Nebraska, not the place to be right now. It is cold there, certainly by October standards. Here's high pressure coming in on the heels of that storm system that moves its way onto the east. There's that afternoon sun, about 36, 37 for a high today. Cloud cover increases. Trick-or-treating temperature right around 30 by 7 o'clock. We'll be in the upper 20s beyond that. But not much wind, not as much of a breeze, but still at best the wind chill around 23, 24. So not feeling that great. Tonight into tomorrow, first thing in the morning, we start seeing some snowflakes come in. Maybe a little bit of snow, maybe a very minor accumulation tomorrow. Wet pavement, but not accumulating on the pavement. But snow may accumulate on the garbage can lids, rooftops, mailboxes, landscaping, things like that. Not so much on the pavement. Temperature is still just a little too warm. Tomorrow afternoon, look for highs in the upper 30s, a couple of sprinkles mixing in. Drier tomorrow night heading into Saturday, but at this point, Saturday is not looking like a very sunny day. We were hoping for some sun, but I'm thinking maybe afternoon, a couple of breaks of sunshine. That is about it. And the temperature is still in the mid and upper 30s for Saturday. Snowfall tomorrow, model suggesting maybe just a coating. Maybe enough to coat the landscape, the grassy areas. That's about it. 1/10 to maybe 1/4 of an inch, mixing with a little bit of rain at times. So for the rest of today, eventually mostly sunny. That'll be around maybe 11 or 12 today. Afternoon looks a little sunnier, but 37 in Rochester, Mason City 38. 36 in Winona, 35 in Glenville. At the Pop Shed with northwest winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Eerily cold for this time of the year, about 15 degrees below the seasonal average. 23 the low tonight. It'll be clear this evening. Clouds increase later on. That low temperature may be around midnight. I mean, we're going to be in the mid and upper 20s to the evening. Temperatures actually level off after midnight and may even go up a couple degrees, those southwest winds kicking in. Breezier day tomorrow, a chance of rain and snow, but less than a half-inch accumulation in the grassy areas. I mean, very little, really. 38 the expected high. And the 7-day forecast, well, the weekend looks a little better. Maybe a little sun. Don't forget to set the clocks back Saturday night. I wish we could set our weather back about 3 or 4 weeks to, I remember MEA weekend, we had 60s and sunshine, middle of the month. That seems like such a distant memory, about 2 weeks ago. But now we go back to maybe 30s and possibly a shot at 40 or 2. Rain and snow Sunday night and Monday. Not a major system. It looks like next Wednesday, that's a system they offers us a chance of maybe some accumulating snow. It does not look like a major storm system. This is almost like a clipper system, but with colder air coming in. 31 next Wednesday. It does look like the days beyond that as colder air comes in yet. It'll be drier, but only 20s for highs. So you get an idea where we're headed with this. Next Wednesday, it's early to say what we would get, but I'm not looking at a huge amount of snow. Maybe something to shovel. Several days before we can even determine that, but kind of give you an idea where we're headed with some of this weather, almost late November and early December-like conditions. In the meantime, watch out for spooky aliens, and be safe and have a great, and stay warm also. Have a great Halloween, everybody. So long.